Okay, we want to talk a little bit about some other policies in the course. So first off is electronics. Whatever you're doing at home, calculators, using computers to do math, whatever, that's fine. But you're going to need a calculator that can do scientific notation and logarithms for the test. For exams, it's going to need to be a scientific calculator. We're not going to be able to use any graphing calculators, no laptops, no phones. I will have some available. I'm happy to help with you with your calculator. Let me know before the day of the test, though. It may be too late. A couple of years ago, someone did present a calculator. I could not figure out how to make scientific notation work on that calculator. But generally, I can work with most kind of more modern calculators. But we can talk about it sooner than the test, but make sure you have a test. And I would encourage you to use that calculator when you're working through the class material. You want to kind of prepare for the tests. If you're using, fancier solvers and stuff like that on your homework, and you go to take the test, you're going to not be prepared for doing the things that those other programs were doing for you. The drop deadline is April 10th. That's a ways away, but just as a heads up, I cannot drop you from the class. You must do it. If you stop completing assignments, you will receive whatever grade you end up with. The class is pretty back heavy grade-wise, but you will get a grade if you are in the class after April 10th. You can get a W if you withdraw before that. For academic honesty, I expect the work you turn in to be your own, not that performed by another person or a chatbot. You will work together on labs, but everyone should turn in their own response. If you want to work together on participation homework labs, that's all fine with me, but you should not be turning in the same work and answers. You should also be putting your own work into things. If you're having AI bots do stuff for you, you're not learning that information. You're not demonstrating that you know what's going on. So I want it to be your own work, your own thoughts. Most of the actual grades happen on campus where you're not going to have those tools. And I encourage you to prepare to not have those tools. Doing work yourself, you're going to get a lot more out of learning if you're doing things yourself. If I think you have committed academic dishonesty, I will reach out to you and we'll talk about it. The college-approved consequence is you get a 0 on the assignments and you get reported into the academic dishonesty system. If there's repeated instances, we can escalate beyond that if needed. Grade, kind of course grade implications and stuff beyond that that can come up if there's repeat instances, or if you disagree, you can also, there's an opportunity to also object to many of my claims that I might make. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, please don't hesitate to reach out. Otherwise, there's just one more video about course information that we got here.